George Kittle. What else do you want to know?
What do you do in life?
I'm 24 years old, and I play football for the San Francisco 49ers.
This episode, I got the great pleasure to sit down with 49ers tight end George Kittle. At 6'4", weighing at 250 pounds, this guy is a giant rocket. I mean, he's huge.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wish.
We got George Kittle, NFL player. All right, if you guys don't know what NFL is, it's the National Football. They don't actually use their feet very much with the ball.
They're real football.
So it's the National Football League, from what I understand, and they throw this thing that's egg-shaped. So thanks for coming, George. That's how we start our show here. We insult him.
I like it. No, thanks for having me on. It's awesome.
When did you really think you had a shot to go professional?
I mean, for me, it was just a dream of mine from like growing up. Like as a kid, like I remember playing catch with my dad in my backyard at like age of 6, wearing NFL jerseys. That's what I always wanted to do that. I grew up going to every single like Wisconsin Badger football game. I went to all the Iowa Hawkeye football games. That's just one thing I saw myself doing. Just kind of came to fruition. I had an opportunity, especially when I went to Iowa, and then kind of just kept going from there. I got lucky too. I mean, just right place, right time, and just being able to take advantage of the opportunities that came in front of me.
I mean, you make it sound pretty easy, right? Like it was step A, B, C, right? But for somebody who, let's say, didn't have that motivation and confidence, for you, like I'm a big fan of self-imagery, right? So when I was
100%.
growing up, I saw myself in a certain image in a certain team, right? So for you, like, what was the image? What was it? Was it in the Rose Bowl? Was it in a certain game or moment?
I mean, my dad always talked to me about, you always want to, like you said, you want to like close your eyes, imagine yourself making a big play, making, something happen. And I always just picture myself making a big play in a Super Bowl. I mean, it's just one thing I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was, as like young as I can remember, it's a goal of mine. And so it's something I've thought about countless times, and I've, part of the way there, and all I have to do is get there and be able to make that one play.
I think you're a little bit more than part of the way there. You're on a good track there for sure.
Oh, definitely. No, it's fun. Every single time I got onto the field this year, like all 17 times I got to be in a San Francisco 49er uniform, go onto the field. It was just like, I was a kid in a candy shop. I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, this is a real thing. Like, I actually made it this spot, and it's just like, you really had to pinch yourself every single time. And it was...
What would your celebration be if you, let's say you won the winning touchdown, Super Bowl, like that's it?
Oh, I mean, my celebration right now is Stone Cold Steve Austin, clash of 2 beers together. I don't know, I'm a big WWE fan.
Nice.
So that's what I do right now.
Do you have a state of zen, and how do you get there? Is there a process? You kind of, where do you go where you get to your zone?
Pretty similar to you, actually. I just tried to, like if I need to just completely zone out, forget everything, try to ignore all the noise around me, try to really, I just want to be by myself. Like I usually put on music to do that. I put on John Mayer on Pandora, and I just chill, and I could probably sit there for like 3-4 hours and not move. That's my favorite thing to do.
Maybe tear up a little bit.
Yeah,
Body's a Wonderland.
Body's a Wonderland, Daughters, those songs.
It gets you every time.
No.
we got a microphone for a reason.
That's a cover charge that you can't afford.
3 words to describe George Kittle if your friends were to write on your tombstone.
I'd say the first one everyone would say would be goofy, because it's hard for me to be serious ever. It's really hard for me. Like,
relate to that.
I mean, I'll be in the hut. Like we were playing Tennessee, last drive of the game. We're down 2 points. We have to score to win. We have to go like 80 yards, and quarterback comes to the huddle, and I'm sitting there smiling at him like, hey man, how you doing? Like let's have a good time out here. It's just like and that's like the most serious moment in football. It's like you're trying to win a game. It's like, yeah. So I mean, I'm extremely goofy, dude. I feel like I'm incredibly outgoing. Like you said, like you can't stay in the same place for very long. So I'd say goofy, outgoing. I'd say honest. I don't like to beat around the bush very much about things. That's one thing. Yeah, I'd say those 3 are the best words to describe me.
Those are the kosher words too, right? Kids' questions.
Right? Oh, I like kids' questions.
Yes, these are the best.
Because I'm a child.
Most embarrassing moment of your career?
Of my sports career?
Of your sports career, yeah. It's got to be something like you just slip in the middle of like a serious moment, or...
I have eaten shit. occasionally on the football field. Can I say that?
Yeah, I think you can. I mean, it's America.
Yeah, no. Oh, well, so, okay, my first travel game, my first preseason game, I had to tell a joke and then sing on the bus. The song I sang was, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby. So, that's what I sang.
Wow.
Thank you. And
You
the
have
joke.
a voice like Fergie and Jesus.
Thank you so much. Practice. But the joke I cannot repeat because it's. I'll tell you when the camera's off.
Can you do like a child's version, like replace words,
No.
like pickle for other words?
No.
And, okay.
No, it is disgusting. It's more of a.
Oh, it's one of okay.
It's more of like a would you rather type of thing.
Would you rather be funny or smart? I think I know the answer to this, but
Wait, so if I'm smart, I can't be funny?
yeah, so you got to choose one in life.
Wait, so if I pick smart, then I have to be serious like my whole life?
No, you just have no sense of humor. You can't make. Nobody likes
Funny.
your jokes at all. No one
Yeah,
laughs.
funny.
You want funny.
I just have to have a good. If I'm not having like, no, you have to have fun.
Would you rather be good looking or funny? Oh, that's a tough one. No. We'll come back to this one.
Whoa. No, this is funny. I was watching Sex and the City with my girlfriend, right?
Of course.
This is what we do.
That's what NFL guys do.
Yeah, that's what we do. They had this on. It was like this big dude. This chick was talking to a guy, not unattractive, but it was kind of funny. And like they were together for a couple weeks, and then the whole episode ended with her leaving him because he was just, even though he was funny, he was still just. They called him the turtle, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna have to go with good looking there.
Yep.
Because that was harsh, and it just kind of stuck to me.
It's a harsh reality that you're a good-looking guy, and that's the choice you have to take.
Yeah, you just got to.
Tough life we have.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's like, you can make it as a comedian, because those dudes are pretty ugly.
Nah, we're not trying that life.
No.
I mean, we can try. So George Kittle, have you ever kind of realized that your name kind of resembles Skittles?
No.
All right. Of all seriousness, you are good with your hands. I'm, pretty decent with my hands. But are you really good with your hands at operation?
We're going to find out.
With goalkeeper gloves. Let's go.
Is it? Did
No,
it go?
you're good. You're good. Go ahead. Oh, man. Fail number 1.
Do the butterfly.
Oh, yeah, you would choose the butterfly.
No, actually, no, I want you to do the wishbone. That's the vibrate.
Oh, you son of a...
This is actually way more difficult with the glove on.
Which... Oh. Didn't even get in there. I couldn't even get it.
I didn't even give him close. I didn't even touch it. All boys and girls.
Look at that.
I respect that. Okay, 1-0. We're doing first to 3.
I mean, I just say we win and go home.
Oh, no. Give me another shot here, coach.
All right, where are we going? Oh, man.
That was easy.
The easiest one.
You let me choose. But he does it anyways.
Shimmy.
The shimmy?
The shimmy. The shimmy.
You can do a lot worse. I'll give you that. Let's go! Kobe. Okay. Well, he hits one more shot.
I got a shot at it.
He has a shot as redemption. The level of focus has increased greatly since we got to the third.
It didn't help that I drank coffee right before this, because my hands are like...
Watch that nose. If it gets red.
Did that actually vibrate?
It vibrated.
And our champion. Damn it.
That was fun.
That was good, right?
I like that.
Thanks.
I can't throw a football either.
You gotta be able to throw better than me.
Probably not.
Really?
I'm trash. They don't let me throw a football ever.
So you can't yell at someone and be like, dude, throw a better ball.
No. The best throw I have is like sidearm. That's how I throw all my passes. It's pathetic. It's sad and pathetic.
I can throw I can get there. My accuracy is beautiful. It just flops.
It looks like
What would you call it?
It looks like a dumb duck flying.
Like a dying donkey. I don't know what that looks like, but it could be funny.
Well,
So George...
You want me to say no? Because I totally
No,
would.
just play it a little. We need montage everything, slow-mo.
Do that.
We'll get a great hit, bro.
I like like
slow-mo.
that. We can bro hug hard.
But then as we pull away though, can we pull away slow and just look at each other?
Oh.
And then
Like, I wish someone
but then
would look
walk
at me.
backwards from each other.
Just leave the screen.
And then that's how you fade out. That's
We could do that.
fade to black. All right, so we want to thank George Kittle for joining us today. This is Cognitive Goalkeeping. Now get out of your head.
And get back in the game.